For centuries, nations fought for control of the seas, with cannons, sails, and steel hulls. But in the 20th century, a new kind of ship would rise, not one built to fire guns, but to launch planes. From a flat deck in the middle of the ocean, these floating cities would bring the sky to the sea, transforming every ocean into a potential battlefield. The aircraft carrier became more than a ship. It became a symbol of power projection. And today, it stands as the most complex and commanding weapon of naval warfare. The concept of the aircraft carrier began in the early 1900s, when navies experimented with launching fragile biplanes from modified cruisers. In 1917, the world saw its first true carrier, HMS Furious, a ship that could launch and recover aircraft from the sea. The idea was radical. Instead of ships firing at each other, they could now strike from the sky. By World War II, aircraft carriers became the most important ships at sea. The Battle of Midway in 1942 proved that the era of the battleship was over. Planes launched from carriers struck enemies hundreds of miles away, sinking fleets before they ever came into range. Japan's powerful carrier force dominated the early Pacific, but the U.S. Navy's carriers, like the USS Enterprise and USS Yorktown, turned the tide of war. Air power had taken command of the ocean. After 1945, carriers grew larger, faster, and far more powerful. The Cold War brought a new kind of race, one for technological superiority at sea. The introduction of nuclear propulsion meant ships like the USS Enterprise, CVN-65, could sail for decades without refueling. Carriers became mobile air bases, platforms capable of striking anywhere on Earth within hours. Wherever a supercarrier sailed, it carried not just aircraft, but national influence. In the 21st century, the aircraft carrier has become a floating city, with over 5,000 personnel, nuclear reactors, and air wings that rival entire air forces. The U.S. Navy's Gerald R. Ford class represents the pinnacle of naval engineering, equipped with electromagnetic catapults, advanced radar, and systems designed for unmanned aircraft. But the U.S. isn't alone. Nations like China, India, and the United Kingdom are rapidly expanding their carrier fleets, each seeing these giants as the ultimate tools of power projection. The future of the aircraft carrier will not be defined by size, but by technology. Drone-based carriers are already in development, ships that can launch autonomous strike aircraft without human pilots. With artificial intelligence, stealth drones, and laser-based defenses, the next-generation carrier will be a command hub, controlling fleets of unmanned vehicles across air, sea, and even space. From the HMS Furious to the USS Gerald R. Ford, the journey of the carrier mirrors the evolution of war itself, from human courage to digital command. The aircraft carrier remains the ultimate weapon of presence, a symbol that commands respect, projects strength, and deters conflict. As technology evolves, one truth remains: wherever the carrier sails, power follows. This has been WarDesk, where history, strategy, and technology converge. Subscribe now for next week's tactical briefing.